Okay. All right. So I'm so sorry. Yes, well, it's after midnight, and I'm still, even though I'm not trying to ignore Diana or um, Fergie. And like I say on my video, that I was a security officer at the ESPN. So she did a great job. I didn't get to see Fergie, but I heard her perform when I was watching the area. But this is not about Fergie or Diana or my first love, Diana Ross. Yes, Diana before Whitney. Whitney was my second love. I flunked the first grade because of Whitney. Okay, but my first love, because of my aunt on my dad's side's role model, is Diana Ross. That was her birthday, 26, and which is yesterday was now 28. So after midnight, Mariah, let's say her, Virgie and Mariah Carey singing birthdays. His hair the same birthday. Sorry. Tongue tied right now. Because I have to, because I grew up in the 90s, okay? And that was, well, I knew partial of my multiracial background. Because my dad revealed that we are mixed with American, okay? And you can tell, okay? I don't look all that native, but you can see pieces here. I still know the head shape, right, the head shape on my cheeks area, and then also I don't have no hair. I'm not naked, y'all. It's just hot here. My air conditioner broke. Word, because I don't want no muted coming up in here, but I have one of my windows are open on, not open, halfway open in the shower area, but the rest of the house I don't have it open because of security purposes, okay? But I'm praying hopefully we'll get my income tax because they messed me up on it. No, not the government. A certain company of software, not TurboTax, some of them really let people for free. I had used them last year and it was good. The next thing I'm gonna have to deal with is BS. So I hate being patient when people fuck me up. Sorry to cuss. Sorry to say it. But I have to, okay, until this next paycheck. Other event that I did the last day was on 26th on Don Brown's birthday, okay. But today, yesterday, excuse me, was Mariah Carey's birthday, which is also Fergie. And back in 2013, I did a video dedicated to those two artists. But I elaborate on Mariah Carey. Okay, yes, Diana was my first love, and she was much older than me. Okay, she was born in 1944, which is 20 years before my dad was born, and 20 years, 10 years before my dad was born on my dad's side, his mother, my grandmother, 10 years after she was born. Okay, yeah, okay. So, and I didn't know Diana Ross was old. No offense, was older. I thought she was in her 20s, like Whitney Houston. Whitney Houston came out, well, of course, Diana Ross in the 60s and 70s, but she was still popping, like Tina Turner, okay? But Whitney Houston was my second love. Remember, I post-graduated 20 years ago, but next year will be 20 years of my high school year. I failed the first grade. Yes, I did. I did not do no work or nothing. I did not know that you had to go to, and like my grandmother, do your homework. No. But then I talk about that. I have to do a video on Mariah Carey. I defended her, and hopefully when income tax come, I can go see her and Lionel Richie, okay? Before I even get a chance to go to Mexico. The real reason why I'm doing this video is because Mariah Carey has been an inspiration to me. First of all, she's a beautiful, exotic woman. That's the type of woman I like. And when I was growing up in the 5th grade, and I know about my mixed heritage when I was in first grade, the first grade, but I was in the American part, and I started to ask more questions. But in 1990, people guessed her ethnicity, okay? And they would say she was black, she was Mexican, she was white. I'm from Texas, so they think every Latino is Mexican. Okay, but she is part Latino, she's part of Venezuelan. And I didn't get to watch all Donnie Simpson's interviews with VO and BET back in the day because the cable was not in my room at the time. And I had to use the den of my grandma's room and grandparents' room. So I said grandfather was there too before he died. He died almost 10 years ago, which next year that he's dead on my dad's side. But I didn't get to see all of it because they were trying to limit it or me watching videos and stuff. And I'm sorry, I was glued to TV. I wanted to be on TV. You can tell that I always want to be a celebrity. That's why I put the schoolwork on. When Janet Jackson was doing Escapade back in 1990, I was in the 4th grade then. I'm sorry, I would literally put the homework down, start dancing to Escapade, okay? Because I wanted to be in that industry. And still do. I'm almost 30 years, almost 40, excuse me, I'll be 38 this year. I'm almost 40 years old. And I want to work in. If I get too old to be in the business trying to be a break, I at least will be helping someone else, okay? When I go back to school for my entrepreneurship. I have 2 more years, so I can't wait to get my computer back. And I do regret not doing my schoolwork. Trust me, I do not do regret. I have 2 more years to get my bachelor, change my life around. Especially since we got Donald Trump as president. Ugh, the demonic fool. But point is, the real reason why I'm doing this video, because back in 1990, that's when awareness of mixed heritage, even though we talked about it, but it was like hush hush. And people, if you had one drop of black, okay, you know what I'm saying? Cause we knew people who looked way like Mariah, a lot whiter than Mariah in my neighborhood. Okay, I'm mixed with Creole, so they was supposed to, like I said, my family did tell my aunt, who's Don Ross is a role model, did mention her grandfather, her father, my grandfather mixed with Creole. But I didn't pay attention to it. I did in a way and didn't. But his parents were both from Louisiana. He was dark skinned, but his parents were from Louisiana. And there were some people of different shades in that family. When one of my cousins died at 93, excuse me, when I was 13 years old, going to 14, we saw different shades of, okay? But point is, when I started to know about that, Mariah Carey was the main ones who fought for mixed heritage. I did hate the fact she on George Lopez show and started proclaiming the one drop rule, which is no longer allowed. Mariah, watch this video. You're rich and famous and have more money than I do. I wish I had your money, but that rule is no longer allowed, okay? Since 1967, which is 50 years ago. Next June, this June coming up, okay? And wish, before I even get money to go to Mexico, if I want me to perform, definitely I'll perform for Loving Day, okay? I would love to. You know, when they made interracial marriages legalized, when they made it legal, excuse me, that was the true first love, okay? And they got rid of one drop rule. A lot of folks not made it popular to know that because the black national movement was trying to keep in the white national movement, whether it be indoor racism or outdoor racism, they was keeping it hush hush, okay? But that rule is no longer allowed. But she championed when people question her ethnicity and people. As a person, I started to learn about my multiracial background. Remember the movie Queen with Halle Berry? It's what opened the door. And it changed my whole look on reality. And I started listening to Mariah Carey in the 5th grade. And we still was guessing her name next to like we did Paul Abdul, okay? But when I got to middle school, I remember combing my hair and brushing my teeth, listening to Emotions on Power 104, okay, here in Houston, okay, which is KRB 104 now, bringing Power at the time. And, you know, and listen to Emotions, okay, which you perform at the New York, the New Year's, you know, in New York City recently. With the mess up, with, I do believe the sound check did mess her up. I'm sorry, I don't think, many people have, let me let you know. Not to put Frankie J, because Frankie J performed at the Eldorado Ranch, but that's what happened to him. When I went to, I know I was at the BBVA Compass, which is called Domino Center here in Houston, when they had a free concert for Metro, because they had the Purple Line and Green Line open for the train to go through the Southeast Houston 3rd Ward to also the Magnolia, the Barrio, 2nd Ward, Segunda Barrio, okay? So point is, when he was singing That Girl, you know, the song he did with Camille there, okay? That's what happened to him. I'm not lying. I think I did a video about that. That's what happened. So what happened to Mariah, that y'all stop. Okay? Well, she practiced. They have to hear themselves before they start singing because you have to be on the track. And if they're lip singing, they have to go to, because sometimes their voice, and it's their vocal, so it shouldn't be a problem. It ain't like me, someone singing their own vocals, someone else's vocals, okay? But point is, when Mariah Carey started to tell people and started to defend the fact that she was multiracial, it gave me a lot of pride because all of us, where we had a parent that was not black or both our parents are not pure black but listed as black because of one drop rule, regardless, because they're still mixed, okay? If they're mixed, they're married. Like I have a cousin who are white when I Ancestors.com that's on my mom's side. That's her cousin, okay? Who adopted the Asian, yeah. Okay, for our fourth grandmother. If we were pure, we would not be related to these people. Okay, they don't make no sense. But people with their ignorance, I'm not going to talk about that on the channel. Point is, it gave me pride that she was renegade. She was tough. And she told her, I am multiracial. I am, you know, African-American, Irish, and Venezuelan. And back then, before I knew about the Spanish in my roots, the Creole Spanish from Louisiana, and also from, I know about the Irish and the English part. My mom's side, I always know about the French, which is the fourth grandmother's son. That means his dad was Creole, who was passing. But point is, before I knew a lot about that, I always tell people I am Black, French, English, Irish, and American. So now I have to say I'm Black, French, Spanish, Creole, Irish, and American, which makes me part Latino también. So finally, yes, we go deeper to your roots, and they don't tell you everything. They don't know everything, okay? Because that one dropping $5 Indian and all that other stuff that, what other, the $5 Indian and some other, the blood quantum, trying to make folks feel guilty for having mixed heritage, which I am very proud of my multiracial background. Whatever who did wrong, that's on them. I'm the curse. I mean, the blessing that came out that curse. It's in Deuteronomy, okay? So, what happened is, she shaped my identity. She was a role model. I don't care if she was a woman, okay, regardless of being technical, have a penis, I have a penis, she has a vagina, it don't matter. And she was beautiful. And like I said, if I was Nick Cannon's, I would never cheat on her. I mean, and one day, and I'm going to let you know, I put my hand on the Holy Word, okay, on the Bible. In 2005, when she came out, We Belong Together, and it's like that, y'all, okay, I gave her a card, and I put Happy Easter and Happy Birthday and Feliz Resurrección, el Día de Resurrección, which is Happy Resurrection Day, Happy Easter, Feliz Pascua, whatever you want to call it in Spanish. And because our birthday was on Easter of 2005, March 27th. In May of 2005, at David Cross Construction Center in El Paso, Texas, when I was in my second year of my vocation for Office Assistant in Business Technology, I get a letter, I get an envelope with her name, no computerized. Where it said, love Zach from Mariah, love Mariah from me to Zach. Okay, and it was in that marker, you the spray paint type marker. I call it spray paint. You know what I'm talking about, right? I jumped up and screamed like a little baby. I screamed as loud as we were getting. It was a Friday in May. And I was happy. So to Mariah, I remember that. And I sadly, when I had to put my stuff in, I did choose to put my stuff in public storage. But in 2000, when I was moving out of my grandparents' house, grandmother's house, and moving this, and I had to fight an eviction case, which I did pass, and as I'm still here, thank the Lord. But I didn't have enough money. By me leaving the job, doing the employee abuse at the gas station, I didn't have enough money. I owed the bank at the time. They paid them back later on, but I didn't want to pay for public storage, and they sold my stuff. And I don't have that picture with me. People say, put it on eBay before it happened. And I know I'm putting it on eBay. This is memory. So, but she shaped my identity. She was a singer. She was beautiful. She's beautiful. That's what I remember sometimes these past tense because when I was growing up, I have a lot of her CDs. Okay, yes, I do have a lot of Mariah Carey CDs. And as a person who's aspired singer, a bilingual singer, actor, model, who have mixed heritage, that's my role model. And I have to say happy birthday because she shaped who I am today. God used her. I'm upset at the fact that she went back to that one dropout mentality. But back in the 90s and early 2000s, she was very tough about her multiracial pride. And that's why I made this video, because every time March 27 comes, I'm very happy. I get all emotional because, and as a person of mixed race heritage, and by the way, Mariah, we both have Black and Latin and Irish, which I did not know that because my first grandmother was English and Irish. She's McCombs, okay? And then her son married a sister, Grandma Anna, who was Rouse, but backtracking, her dad was Amstead Real with R-I-L. That's Spanish. So, oh my God, we both Latino. God dog it. I said, God. We both Black and Irish and Latin, okay? So, I'm like, dang. So, we have a lot in common, baby. And trust me, if you did not marry Nick Cannon, You and I be together, okay? No offense to her husband that's on that show, okay? I mean, her husband, her boyfriend, excuse me, the one who's her backup dancer, okay? Do you not fight me? But I've been a Mariah Carey fan since 1999 of the fall time when she was singing, I had a vision of love, and that was all that you given to me. Pray through the night, felt so alone, suffer from alienation. And hold on, love takes time. And what I forgot the other. Someday, someday, one you gave away will be the only one you're wishing for. Someday, someday, girl, you're gonna pay, 'cause baby, I'm the one that's keeping score. Someday, someday, hey, oh, yeah, 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 you're gonna be wishing for me. Oh, the one you gave away will be the only. Okay, I'm sorry. Oh, yeah. What's that? I don't wanna cry. Don't wanna cry. Nothing in the world can take us back to where we used to be. No, I'm giving you my heart and soul. Giving you my heart and soul. I just find a way of letting go. Because, baby, I don't wanna cry. So, that is the reason. You can tell I've been a Mariah Carey fan since I was a child, okay? So, she's 9 years older than me, okay? I'm 9 years younger than her. I'm born 79. She's born 1970, okay? So, you know, and it is a torn. We're not going to talk about Jennifer Lopez. Let's get it. No, let's not ruin her birthday, okay? I love both of the two divas, okay? But I leave that alone. But anyway, point is, happy birthday, Mariah. Feliz cumpleaños, Mariah.